Ladies and gentlemen, please listen up. You didn't warn them. You didn't explain. You didn't make a speech. You just became unreachable. And that silence cut deeper than any words ever could. They expected drama. They expected anger. They expected a reaction they could use against you. But you gave them nothing. Instead, you vanished. You stopped answering. You stopped showing up. You stopped giving your energy to people who drained it and gave nothing back. And suddenly, they couldn't reach you. Not through calls, not through messages, not through gossip, not through guilt. And that's when the panic started. Listen to me. When you go silent, when you become unreachable, you flip the power dynamic because people thrive on your energy. They live off your attention. They control you through your reactions. But once you disappear, once you remove access, once you go ghost, they crumble. Because now they are left with themselves, with their guilt, with their emptiness, with their regrets. That's what you gave them, a mirror. And they hate mirrors. Before we go deeper, let me stop right here and say this. If this message is already pulling something inside you, then make your move right now. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, drop a comment about the time you became unreachable and how it shifted everything. If you're new, welcome to the army. If you're one of the loyal warriors who keep coming back, thank you. Your support is the reason I keep pushing this fire into the world. Now, let's get back to it. Do you know why becoming unreachable is so powerful? Because it forces people to feel what they've been avoiding. Psychology calls it withdrawal shock. When someone loses access to what they've been feeding on, their system goes into chaos. The absence becomes louder than presence. You think ignoring them is nothing, but to them, it's everything. Muhammad Ali once sighed, "Silence is golden when you can't think of a good answer." Ali knew when to speak, but he also knew when to hold his tongue. And that silence made him unpredictable, dangerous, unreachable. You need to understand this. Being unreachable doesn't just mean cutting communication. It means raising your life to a level where their hands can't touch you anymore. While they're still playing games, you're building. While they're still gossiping, you're leveling up. While they're still waiting for your reaction, you're creating a life they can't access. That's the real meaning of being unreachable. It's not just about ignoring their calls. It's about outgrowing their world completely. And here's the truth. They'll try to drag you back. They'll throw bait. They'll create chaos just to pull you into it. But the strongest warriors don't step into every battle. The strongest warriors choose silence. They choose peace. They choose elevation. Because nothing confuses an enemy more than silence. Nothing frustrates a manipulator more than a lack of reaction. Nothing hurts a betrayer more than being cut off from the one they thought would always be there. You gave them no warning, and that's what makes it so brutal. See, if you warn people, they prepare, they adjust, they tighten their grip. But when you vanish without announcement, you rip the power out of their hands. Suddenly, they're standing in a storm they created, and you're gone. That's when they realize they didn't lose you. They lost access to your energy. And that's the one thing they can't replace. Being unreachable isn't about hiding. It's about rising. It's about detaching from noise and locking into your purpose. It's about mastering self-control so deeply that nobody can play with your emotions. Because once you stop reacting, once you stop being available for every little drama, you become untouchable. They can talk, they can plot, they can spin stories, but none of it reaches you. And the higher you climb, the quieter it gets. Listen to me carefully. The people who once had access to you thought it was permanent. They thought they could disrespect you today and still have your loyalty tomorrow. They thought your love had no limits. They thought your forgiveness had no boundaries. But then you stopped answering, and the silence screamed louder than anger. Your absence became the lesson. Your unreachability became the punishment. And here's the beauty of it. You don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to argue. You don't have to prove. Time and silence will do the work for you. While you're unreachable, they're replaying every word they said, every action they did, every moment they thought they had control. Now the control is gone, and you're calm, you're focused, you're climbing. Peace is replacing chaos. Clarity is replacing confusion. Purpose is replacing drama. You didn't warn them. You just became unreachable. And that is the greatest revenge of all.